Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the ELC EVEN 90, or actually the Steve 90, as it became known after Steve Voss managed to perform some pretty amazing feats in this vehicle. It's a Tier 8 French premium light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Pilsen under the command of SlyMeerkat. And Scene Bean is in the guard alongside him. There he is. So he's in platoon. Game on. Well, the ELC EVEN 90 was one of the projects that was designed to produce a light tank that could be used by the French forces and be flown over abroad. It's a very light tank actually. Its only maximum weight is 8 tons and it's got incredible camo capability. Well, he tried to find himself in the bush. Now he's safe, I think. So it's going to be very difficult for the enemy to spot him unless they get really close. And of course he can dig into the enemy's camouflage, so if they do happen to come out to the open or far enough away, he should be able to spot them. Now it's got a 90mm gun with a 3-shot autoloader. Standard reload time is normally 29.37 seconds. But I think his reload is something closer to 26 or 27 seconds. Okay, he's moving forward. You can't see any of the enemy yet, but rounds have been fired in that direction. And now he's got really close. He's been spotted, and he spotted an SU-100. He's getting damage assist here. And now he's found an IKV-90. Now he's not going to go up the slope because that would leave him vulnerable to that IKV-90's 90mm gun. So what he's going to do here is actually proximity to spot them. They can't come out from behind, and there goes the SU-100. Now we've got a Super Chaffee coming in. One shot's enough to take him out. So he's got his first kill, and he's already got 1,325 hit points of spotting assist. Now this leaves the enemy in a bit of a disadvantage here because he's spotting that IKV-90, but the 90 can't do anything about it. He can't shoot at Sly, and all that's happening in return is that the IKV-90 is losing hit points. And oh, he missed on that one. Go another go, and the next one's in. Oh, and this Skoda, he's decided to go all out and he jumped in and Sly's in reload. He just got tracked as well. And there goes the Skoda. So he gets the spotting for that guy as well. And he only lost, well, about 300, 400 hit points in total. You don't have a lot of hit points to play with in this vehicle. It's only got 900 in total. So he actually lost 530 hit points. Was it 530? No, what am I saying? 430, yes. And now the Arty's trying to get him as well. He's spotting that CS-44. Now there is another enemy tank in the vicinity. Well, at least there was. We spotted him a short while ago. I can't see which one it is. But I think he's going to come around behind the enemy. Oh, is he? No, he's decided not to. He's doing circuits in this area for the moment. But if he can get close enough... Oh, it was a budgie. So a budgie's gone, and there's only that other one now, the CS-44. He's in position. He's going for the damage. Gets one shot in. Can't get another shot in, unfortunately, because the CS-44 went down below that dip, and the ridgeline protects him. But Sly's popped the reload, and it looks like his teammate, Scene Bean, is actually getting some nice shots. Okay, he's driven over to the other side. He's got a reload of 28.73 seconds, so it's not as short as I thought it was. I thought it'd be about 26 or 27. Okay, but the enemy tanks have actually come over this side, and that enables Sly to actually get a few shots. We're 2 up on the enemy at the moment, and one of those was killed by Sly. Now he's come out from behind, and he can actually see those enemy tanks, even though they can't see him. Certainly not at the moment. He could use the bush mechanic. Potentially he's got a patrol duty out of this already for being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. Of course he spotted the SU-100 and the IKV-90, and the enemy's capping at this moment. Although he can't see who is capping, but he's close enough to drive over and get a couple of shots in. At the moment, he's just going to stay here and let his teammates get some damage on that King Tiger captured, the IS-6B. Looks like the King Tiger decided to move forward. He's been spotted. He's going to go for the next shot. Oh, he fires it, but he doesn't get a hit. And the King Tiger capture was focusing on him and failed to get anything in. Now we're reloading, and it's still a long time before we can fire again. But he's going to come out anyway. Oh, he's found them. It's a Striv 74 and a KB3. Okay, now he just needs to get below that ridgeline to stop them shooting at him. The Striv 74's gone. Now he just needs to get a shot into the KB3. Oh, Arty tries to get him. Looks like the enemy Arty is in the corner. Our corner. And the KB3 is behind the lump of rubble. So he needs to drive round the other side. I think actually he's going to leave it to the Leo to do that. Yep, you can see the enemy Arty is in our corner of the map. He's over in A1. Now, Sly can possibly get a shot on that KB3 if he can get behind the rubble. But I think he'd be much better off going after the enemy Arty just as soon as the KB3's dead. He's gone. There's only 4 enemies left. He can kill one of them. And I think that's what he's going to go after. It's the M44 and the enemy team. He's over in the corner, and we see the Tracer coming out from that corner. So Sly's now going to go over. He's got 3 shots. He's got a damaged gun, and he hasn't fixed it, but I think he should be okay. He should be able to get at least 2 shots on him. Dives through the dip. Now, where are you? There you are. Okay, right, now he's going to take an accurate shot, an aim shot. First shot hits, and the second one kills. Nice. So it's showing actually that he's only got 1 kill. Oh, maybe the other kill was actually to Seam Bean. Okay, so there's only 3 enemies left now. One of which is a 122 TM. The other's an IS-6B, and the other one a Tiger P. But it's 5 versus 3 now, so the enemy's managed to claw back some of the damage. And I think that Sly's going to go in behind that 6B and try and pump a few rounds into his rear. He's gone, and it was Seam Bean who got the kill. But he was spotted by the enemy, and there's a Tiger B just around the corner. So he's changed his direction. He's going to try and get behind that Tiger P. Is he looking this way? He might be. Hello. Gets 1 in. Decides not to poke for another. Wouldn't be a wise thing to do, because I'm pretty sure that Tiger P is ready and waiting. Just hovered here at the corner and make the Tiger P think there's another poke coming. Okay, he's looking. He's looking. Now go, 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 go. Do it, do it, do it. Now. That's 1. Okay, well, there was a hit, but I think it was Seam Bean who got that one. And it was a 122mm round that went into the Tiger P. So, Sly is now reloading. There's only 1 enemy left. It's the 122 TM. He's over the other side of the battlefield. And so Sly's going to probably try and... Oh, she's found him, but he's not loaded. And the 122 TM did see him, and he's angling on that corner to get a shot into Sly, whilst the rest of the team tries to get around behind the 122. Okay, now he can go through the gap, but he's going to go behind this rubble. The 122 is trying to come up behind him. Not going to get an opportunity to do that because Sly's in position. Okay, so he can dart into that gap. No, he's going to go round the building altogether. Keep this 122 TM occupied. Seam Beans come up behind the 122. Okay, they're now starting to get damage. Can he get a shot in? He's staying back because he is a 1-shot. Sly doesn't want to give that guy away. In fact, the 7032 just got taken out by the 122, who does have rather a lot of hit points. So Sly's going to try and get closer, even though it's a risk. Seam Bean's got loads of hit points left in his guard. The guard is a particularly strong tank when it comes to... Whoa, 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 careful. It's a strong tank when it comes to damage. Now the 122's worried now. That one went right into his rear, firing through the gap. That's the second one. Go for the third. He gets it in. The 122 is now 1 shot. And Seam Bean can take him out to win the game. Oh, unfortunately, that was a 122mm round into the guard instead. And Sly's still reloading. He's driving backwards to... he's driving backwards for Christmas across the Irish Sea. Yes, no, most of you won't know that song. It's a Goon song. Oh, he fires through the gap. Not aimed. Come on, get it right, get it right. Now he's looking at the 122, and that's a kill shot. Lovely, beautiful shot, aim shot. Here's the end of battle results for that game, and it was an ace tanker for SlyMeerkat and the ELC EVEN 90. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 6. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And yes, let's have a look at team score and see where he did. Well, he actually didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, that went to the 122 TM actually. He got 4,941 hit points. The second highest scorer was the I6B on the enemy team. He took 4,435. And the third highest damage was the Object 7032, got 3,989. When it came to kills, it was actually the 122 TM, got 5 kills. 4 kills went to the Object 7032 and to the I6B on the enemy team. And the third highest, actually, or was it third? Yes, it is third, was the Leo, who managed to get 3 kills. Sly only got 2 in this game, and he also picked up 2,091 hit points. I didn't mention that in the previous description, previous moment. When it came to base XP, though, he's right at the top because he was the one doing all the spotting and getting spotting assist. 1,395 base experience points to Sly, 1,140 went to the Object 7032, and 990 went to Seam Bean in his STG guard. He also picked up 3,317 hit points of damage and 2 kills. So he was doing rather well, except of course he did lose a lot of damage to that 122 basically at the last moment with that big hit, and I think that's what gave that guy the high caliber at that moment. So yes, not bad actually on base XP. He got the highest on that, even though he didn't get the highest in the other 2 columns. 17 shots fired, 14 direct hits on the enemy, 11 penetrations. The 90mm gun doesn't have great pen. It is fairly good at dealing damage at close range and then running away. But yeah, the ELC EVEN 90 is basically just a very, very good scout with a fairly poor gun in many sense. Well, I suppose that's because it is a very short barrel, that 90mm. I don't think they could fit a longer barrel on, because otherwise when the turret would turn, it would actually obstruct on objects as they were running by them. 2,091 hit points of damage, all of it at close range. 5 hits received from the enemy, 4 penetrations, 2 hits by way of splash damage. Yeah, he did take a lot of damage in this battle, but then he was getting good shots on the enemy. He did do the right thing to stay up against the other side of the enemy's across the coal pits to proximity spot the enemy to keep them immobilized, and at least easy targets for his teammates who could shoot them whenever they came into sight. But unfortunately did attract attention of some of the enemy, and that caused him a few hit points to be lost. He also spotted 7 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2, 3,489 hit points of spotting assists. A very nice spotting assist there, and that obviously gave him the ace tanker. 73,556 credits from the game, 135,000 for personal mission payout, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away a profit of 231,286 credits. Yeah, this little tank, it may be fairly inferior when it comes to the actual gun, but it does have the ability to spot, and you can really generate a lot of credits if you can spot heavily. Even if you take off the 135,000 he got from mission completions, you would still be looking at just under 100,000 credits from that one game alone. So you can see it is a good earner. It's well worth having one in your inventory, but it's personal choice. In fact, it's just rather fun playing that thing, just from the fact that you can be so close to the enemy and they can't even see you. They don't know you're there. 1,395 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 1,047 personal missions payout, 209 for this being a premium vehicle, and 314 for playing in a platoon with Scene Bean. He took away 5,756 experience points altogether. I wondered if you remember the song reference that I actually mentioned there right at the end of the film. It's I'm Walking Backwards for Christmas Across the Irish Sea. Yes, I know it sounds funny, but it's actually a reference to the Goons, which was a popular British radio broadcast during the 1950s. Yes, I do go back that far, or at least I was born 7 days into the 1960s. But I do remember the song being on the radio. It's a rather funny song that Peter Sellers and other people sang on the Goon Show. But yes, if you do get a chance to listen to it, because it is rather funny, you might find it on YouTube. In fact, I might leave a link in down below the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please, or replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm.
No. Head up. No. 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 No.
And do let other people know that we've got a second channel called The General, where you can watch great replays without me prattling on in the background. Thanks for watching.